The bike course in Tenby is an interesting one. It's hard, it's hilly, but most of the tough riding comes in the second half of the circuit. So you do one big loop and then two smaller loops. And the first part of the large loop is slightly flatter, and it's when you're fresh and you've got lots of energy. So people tend to push really hard at the start of the bike on the flatter sections. And when they hit the hills on the first lap, they struggle. When they hit the hills on the second lap, they fall to pieces. My advice is just to ease it back a little bit. It's the person who's riding strong on the second lap on the hills that's going to have a good bike course, not the person who's smashed the first 30 or 40 miles and then fallen to bits. I've made that mistake before, fallen to bits on the second lap of the course, had people coming past me, offering me food, asking me if I'm okay. So it's really a course where you need to pace yourself. You're going to be longer than a normal Ironman course. It's probably, for the pros, 25 to 30 minutes longer that you're spending on the bike. So really relax into it and then try and stay strong through the second half of the bike. In terms of nutrition, feed stations, normally it's not as hot as some of the other races, so you probably don't need to be getting quite the same level of water hydration, but it is a real energy sapper, so it means you can be a little bit higher in terms of the carbohydrate intake throughout the bike course. And there's so much support around Tenby. The people at the feed stations all the way through the race are there to help, and they're with bottles, so just make the most of them.